Go to indoorsurvivalist.com and put in your email address, subscribe. I have more updates coming. I made a few more videos. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe button right above this video. Alright, so I went to 3 stores. I went to Lowe's, Walmart, and the 99-cent store. As you can see, I'm going to play at the focus a little bit. I did manage to stay under $20, and I believe I got a lot of great stuff for the money I spent. So let's look at the Lowe's receipt. I'll show you this so you know exactly how much I spent. Let me refocus this. Right there where you see it says total $7.64 at Lowe's. Next, Walmart. This is not the order that I went to the stores in. Let me see. Total $7.08. You can see that right there. We go, right there. $7.08 total. And then finally, went to the 99-cent store. Let's see. Can you make that out? It's $5.12. Let me fold it and see if that's any better. Anyway, $5.12. Hopefully you can make that out. I'm trying to work the camera and adjust at the same time, and look at this small screen on the back. I keep bumping it, as you can tell. Well, anyway, I spent $19.84 total, which leaves me with a total of 16 cents. That will go in this change bucket over here, along with the 11 cents that I had left over from the other video. And for those of you who watched the first video, the $20 first aid kit, I'm adding all the change to the bucket. So after it's all said and done, I'll see how much change I have left, and then we'll see what other preps we can get with the leftover change. Alright, so I'm going to move this bucket out of the way. I'm going to remove the receipts out of the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the receipts in the bucket. Yes, I'll remove those from the picture. And now I will show you what I managed to get for $19 and I believe 86 cents. I'm sorry, 84 cents. Excuse me. So the first thing we have here is a match striker. Bought this from Walmart for $1. This is a pretty interesting little thing right here. It's supposed to be watertight. Has matches in it. I'm gonna try to keep this video as focused as possible. There we go. Has matches in it. 25 of them I counted. And then in addition to that, for those of you who don't want to spend a ton of money on a flint striker, it has one built into the back. I'll show you real quick. See, there it is. I'm using scissors. So yeah, it has a built-in flint striker on the back. Again, that thing is only $1 at Walmart. So that's the first thing on the list. Second thing, sardines. Grab these from the 99-cent store. These were only 79 cents. So what I wanted to do was take care of my basics first. So what I have is I have fire and I have food. There we go. I have fire and I have food. Right there, under $2. Next thing on the list, this flashlight. LED flashlight. Got this from the 99-cent store as well for $1. So light was there. Needed something to carry water in. 99-cent store had these. These are aluminum. I'm not sure how well they handle fire, but this is a water bottle made of aluminum. I'll lay it down so you can see it in the picture. But yeah, again, $1 at the 99-cent store. Another little neat item I got from the 99-cent store was this knife. It's not very sharp. You could clean fish with it. You could clean small game with it. It's useful for that. The handle to me is more sturdy than the ones they sell at Walmart. It did come with a little sheath, so that way you won't cut yourself on this knife. I've seen some of the videos where these guys, they go to the 99-cent store or Walmart and they grab a butcher knife with no covering and they just toss it in their bug out bag. That's very dangerous. So I did intentionally pick one with a cover. If I didn't get this one, I was actually going to get the $1 knife at Walmart. Walmart does have pocket knives for $1, but I did find this one. I believe it was a decent deal for the $1 I paid. Some of the videos that I watch, some of these guys to me aren't creative enough in what they get. To me it just seems like they're getting a bunch of stuff just to throw in a bag and say, hey, I built a bug out bag for $20. I didn't try to do that. I actually went in with a purpose in mind. I wanted to get food, water, shelter, and fire covered for the most part. And then next I wanted to get security done. So this knife would fall into the security category. This bottle would contain water, sardines for food, and got the case, the match case for shelter, the match holder for fire. So yeah, those are those three. I'll cover shelter in a minute. Shelter is a bit interesting. Now I wanted to make sure that people could still get food if they had a $20 bug out bag. So what I did was I bought these 99-cent store mouse traps. For those of you that don't know how to set traps, mouse traps could be handy. You could, birds. I've actually seen my grandfather accidentally catch birds in these before when the birds were trying to eat the food. He had a mouse problem. He had dog food on his porch, and the mice got into the dog food, and so he was trying to get rid of the mice, and it was a bird that actually got caught in one of these. So you can catch birds and mice. These are 4 traps for $1 at the 99-cent store. So yeah, these could be used for trapping. Let me put these over here. Let's see. Shelter, let's just do shelter. Went to Lowe's, found jute twine. Let me adjust this. This is jute twine. This can be used for a ton of stuff. Now this is going to be the cord to hold up the shelter. I would have preferred paracord, but it wasn't in the budget. So I got jute twine, and I found out that if you braid this in 2s or 3s, that it's a lot stronger. So I would suggest braiding this. This is 190 feet. And when I show you the shelter, you're not gonna need 190 feet to hang your shelter. But again, I suggest braiding it. Braiding it helps a lot with the strength. And this jute twine is actually going to be used for several things, to make several more items that you're going to see in the bug out bag. All right, the next item I got, the tarp. Here we go, covered shelter. This plastic drop cloth. It's a 9-foot by 7-foot clear piece of plastic cloth, and to me it's better than those the heat reflective blankets that are really thin, that tear easily. So yeah, we're going to use this as our shelter. If you have one of those heat blankets, I would suggest putting it underneath this so it's not see-through. But if this is all you can get, this was like $1.98 at Lowe's, I believe. I'm just off the top of my head. Next we have cord lock, and I'll show you what I'm gonna use these for in a minute. These were 59 cents at Walmart. All right, so the next thing I wanted to do, I wanted to cover a few things. So I kind of tried to think outside of the box. What would be good for a bunch of stuff? So what I came up with, these wiping cloths, sold at Lowe's for $1.98. These are 100% cotton. See if you can adjust this, you can read it right here. 100% white cotton t-shirt material. So basically these are just stripped t-shirts, and some of you might be asking what I would use that for. T-shirt, the cloth burns. You can use it as dry tinder. Another use that I figured out for it is if you're cut, wrap it around your arm, tie it on with jute cloth. It can act as a tourniquet or a makeshift bandage. Yeah, this stuff just has a whole lot of applications. I also use this to create, well actually I'll explain that in a minute. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give that away right now. I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, so the next thing I bought was PVC. That was the last thing I bought, was a 10-foot, sorry, I'm trying to grab it right here, I cut it down, a 10-foot piece of PVC. So that was something that I thought might be very useful, was 10 feet of PVC, and I cut it down to make several things out of it. And yeah, this PVC is going to come in handy. It's $1.73 for 10 feet. This is 1/2 inch PVC. So now let me show you, let's get back to the drop cloth. Use the drop cloth, and basically, or the wiping cloths, I'm sorry, not the drop cloth, that's the plastic one, the wiping cloths. And what I did was I cut little bits and pieces out of one strip, and then I stuffed the strip into a piece of PVC, and then I put some gravel on top. It's not too big. The gravel was kind of, I don't know if I can get this out of here, but basically it's a decent sized gravel. It's not the size of dirt. Probably what you would find in the asphalt, that sort of gravel. All right, and then I put another piece of cloth. I cut down. You can't use a ton of it because it will clog up the device, but I did that, and then I put more gravel, and then finally another piece of wiping cloth at the top. I actually have a video. I did a video, a how-to video. This is a water filter, and it works very well. Very well. When I post the video of the results, you'll probably be amazed. I was amazed. I didn't think it was actually going to work this good. This is basically drop cloth, gravel, drop cloth, gravel, drop cloth. So that was the formula I used, just using the materials that I bought, and then free gravel off of the ground. I didn't pay for the gravel. I actually went in my backyard and used it. If you don't have gravel, you can use small rocks, sand, whatever dirt is available to you where you are. So again, this is utilizing something that I bought in my 99-cent pack. At the 99. Wow, I can't speak. This is something that I was utilized that I bought for my $20 bug out bag. And again, I'm still using the same product under $10, and this is $1.73. So I have a water filter now in my bug out bag as well. The next thing I did, I made char cloth out of the cotton strippings. This piece didn't char as much as I would like, but yeah, I made char cloth because it makes, char cloth to me is a great accessory to have in any bug out bag, and it didn't cost anything to make. I actually made a how-to video on this. If you don't know how to make char cloth, I will be posting that soon. But basically all you need is to put this over a fire in a stainless steel container, piece of tin foil, and you're good to go. Now this was my first attempt at making char cloth, so I will adjust the process a little bit, and I talk about that in the video. But yeah, again, still using the same. It was a $1.98 or $1.99 bag of cloth. So now I have the use for I have bandages I can make out of it. I have water filters I can make out of it. I made char cloth out of it, and so I was basically just trying to get the most bang for my buck. Now let's go back to the PVC pipe and the jute twine. One of the things I noticed is that besides the food that I put in there and the mouse traps, how else could somebody get food? And so I ran across a video on YouTube, and I saw a guy make a bow out of PVC. And basically what I did was I took the PVC pipe, I cut notches in each side right there. I twined the jute, I corded the jute twine, braided it, so that way you can have a string. It seems a little loose now, but when you pull this, these actually get a lot of tension. I actually tested it out. I didn't have an arrow, like a real manufactured arrow, but I found some sort of straight sticks around the outside of the house, and I shot those. It does work. So I did make a bow and arrow out of PVC. Now, for those of you who have seen the other PVC bow and arrow videos, the fiberglass rod that people usually stick inside, that was not in the budget. Better cordage was not in the budget. And remember, this had to be done for a budget of $20. So quick recap, have a bow made from the items. I have char cloth, jute twine, these cord locks, which I'll come back to in just a second, mouse traps, a water filter made out of PVC, and the wiping cloths. I have wiping cloth. I have a plastic drop cloth that can be used as a tent. I have a knife. I have a water bottle, a match holder, can of sardines, flashlight. Now, to wrap it all up, the final thing I actually have are what are called ditty bags. These are called ditty bags. I have a blue one, I have a green one, which is a little bit bigger, and I actually have another one that I pulled out a second ago. They come 3 for $5. Well, anyway, all this stuff fits in there, and basically what I'm going to use the grid lock or cord locks for, I'm going to use the jute twine and extend this so I can actually loop this around my shoulders or sling it across my chest and let it fall to my side, because the string is not big enough to actually carry usefully. So yeah, that's what I got for $20. Use your imagination, see what you could have come up with for $20. I think I did pretty well. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, indoorsurvivalist.com.